Practical number 3. Use of a pneumatic comparator. First is a practical significance. Comparator is a precision instrument used for comparing the dimensions of a part under the test. Comparators are used to compare the workpiece with a standard. Relevant program outcomes, that is the POs. PO1, the basic knowledge, in which you have to apply knowledge of a basic mathematics, science and basic engineering to solve the broad-based mechanical engineering problems. PO3, experiments and practice. Plan to perform experiments and practices to use the result to solve broad-based mechanical engineering problems. Competency and skills. This practical is expected to develop the following skills for the industry identified competencies. Use relevant measuring instruments to measure the various parameters of a machine components. Set the comparator for comparing with the standards. Select specific comparator. Compare the dimensional variable with the standard. Relevant course outcomes. The student should be able to use the different types of comparators. Practical outcome. Use a pneumatic comparator or electronic comparator to measure the circularity or roundness of the given specimen and compare it with the given standard. Relevant affective domain related outcomes. Follow the safe practices. Practice good housekeeping. Practice energy conservation. Demonstrate working as a leader or a team member. Maintain tool and equipment. Minimum theoretical background. Pneumatic comparator can offer the best of both mechanical and or electronic gauges. Air gauges are virtually always fixed gauges, built to measure a single dimensions by directing a controlled jet of air against the workpiece. Air gauges may have either analog or a digital display. Resources required: the Solex air gauge, then go no go plug gauges and ring gauges. Precautions to be followed: set the pointer of gauge to 0. Second, the accuracy of the instrument must be checked before using it. Procedure: set the tolerance pointer as per the tolerance given on the working drawing. Select the standard ring gauge or a plug gauge. Select the air or plug gauge. Use air adjusting knob while setting the air. Insert gauge head into the workpiece. Note the deviation of a pointer. Take a decision of acceptance or rejection.
Today we are going to perform the practical on the pneumatic comparator, which is used to measure the internal diameter of a component as well as the external diameter. Internal and external both are possible to measure by using this pneumatic comparator. See the different parts of this pneumatic comparator. First part is a compressor. Here there is a dial gauge which will indicate the pressure which which is required. So compressed air will pass through this pipe inside this filter. Now these filters are used if there is any dust particle or a moisture is there, it will get trapped here. Now whatever the pressure is required, that pressure will be again indicated. Here as the pressure may be figured 10 kg per centimeter square, but here your pressure for measuring the component may be a 5 kg or a 4 kg per centimeter square. So that much pressure we can adjust here. Then the air will again come inside this dial gauge, or it is called as a Mercer unit. To this Mercer unit we have connected a plug gauge. So here in this way we can remove it. You can see, or you can again connect that. To this dial gauge I have connected a plug gauge. Now we are having a plug gauge as well as this is a plug gauge, and this one is the ring gauge, and this ring gauge is used to measure the outer diameter. And when I am using the plug gauge, it means that I can measure the internal diameter of the component very precisely. Before starting the practical, we need some observation. Our first observation is the basic size of the gauging head. This is my gauging head, and over this gauging head you can see the sizes are written. Okay, so I will write that size 20.0105. So first is the 20.0105 mm. Then there is a upper limit and lower limit. You can see the plus minus 0.040. So here our upper limit of the gauging head is plus 0.040 mm, and the lower limit is minus 0.040 mm. Then the basic size of the master. These are the master rings, or we can say it is a setting rings. Okay, so we are having the basic size of this master ring or a setting ring. That is, as per this, you can observe here it is 20.0105. So I'll put that value 20.0105 mm. Okay, and over that there is also the upper limit and lower limit here. I think it is not visible, but that value I will tell you, plus minus 0.0195. So here the upper limit is plus 0.0195 mm, then minus lower limit of that masterpiece 0.0195 mm. Working pressure which we are using here, generally this pressure which we can observe, basically we are taking the pressure around 5 kg per centimeter square. Then the least count of the dial gauge, you can see here it is a 1 micron, right now. So I'll put a 1 micron value there, and that if I convert it into the mm, that is 0.001 mm. So these are the basic requirements, okay, observations before performing the practical. Now how to measure it? First of all, I will just on the knob, just on this knob, and now pressure is coming. When the pressure comes, you can see I just on this. This is a setting ring. I'll insert this setting ring and adjust this to the 10. You can adjust to the any positions. Okay, you can. So in this way, yes. So here I adjust it to the 0. Now to the 10. Now take the components. Suppose these are my components. I'm just inserting it and note down the readings there. Now in the readings here, it shows the 2 divisions. So suppose this is the bush number 1, whose 2 division it goes in the minus element. And what is the least count here? 0.001 mm. Now deviation into least count 0.001, that will be our minus right now 0.002. So what is the basic size? I set it to the 20 is the basic size, to 20 minus 0.002, that will be 19.998. Okay, then I will take another component. Again I am inserting it. You can see again there is 3 divisions. Second bush I have taken. Second bush. It shows the indications, the 3 divisions. So 3 division into 0.001, that is minus 0.003. So 20 minus 0.003, that is a 19.997. Now again take another component. I will again insert it. You can see in the third component the value is 1. So my bush number 3, in the bush number 3 the value I am getting the 1 minus 1 into least count, that will be equal to the 0.001. So 20 minus 0.001 will be 19.999. Now again take a bush number. So like that you can take the readings, various readings. Again I will take a fourth bush. Now it shows the 5 divisions. You can see the minus 5 it goes 0.001, that is minus 0.005. So that will be ultimately the 19.995. So all these readings are in mm. Okay, so these are the divisions and actual dimensions which I am getting here, that is a 19.998. Here I am getting the 19.997. Here I am getting 19.999. Here I am getting 19.995. So your acceptable value in plus minus is 0.001. Means this one, as we are getting the 0.01, is this component get accepted. This component again it will get rejected. This is also get rejected. This will also get rejected. So only one component get accepted and the remaining 3 will get rejected. So in this way we can measure the internal diameter of a component by using a pneumatic comparator. This is a very accurate method to measure the internal diameter or even the external diameters of the components. So thank you friends.
Carefully observe the given video, in which the component or bush have a basic size of a 20 mm with a tolerance of a plus or minus 1 micron. Then complete the observation and calculation and fill up the observation table. Note down the deviations and complete the actual dimensions. As the outer diameter of a given bush having a basic size of a 20 mm with a tolerance of a 1 micron. So the maximum size is a 20.001 and minimum size is a 19.991 millimeter. So the dimensions must lie within this maximum and minimum size. The component having the dimensions within this limit only accepted. As we have checked 4 components by using this comparator, among the 4 only one have dimensions which will lie within the tolerance limit, and 3 components have to rejected as its dimensions are out of a tolerance limit.